Whoa! Look at that! This is a big fish. Oh my God! Where are our spinners?
When Evinrude Walleye Tournament pro Eric Olson, BWP staffer Sjodin, and Bob Ramberg arrived at Arneson's Rocky Point Resort and began rigging up with bottom bouncers and crawler harness spinner rigs, they were greeted with early afternoon sunny skies, stable weather, and a perfect walleye chop.
It's days like this where it's beautiful, sunny, warm, makes you happy to be in Minnesota.
For those of you who are unfamiliar, Lake of the Woods is a massive body of water bordering northern Minnesota, Ontario, and Manitoba. It and Arneson's is a major Midwest hotspot for walleyes throughout the year, and last August these boys couldn't wait to get out. By out, I mean 8 miles out to a huge deep water mud flat where they hope to find walleyes stacked up like cordwood. So let's go see if they did.
I'm glad it's not rough today, because going out there, it can make you pay the price.
Yeah. You don't get many days like this out here.
And we got fish.
So we got fish.
There we go. That is what we're looking for right there. Fish on the bottom is what we're going for. Bouncers, spinners, crawlers, and
about 1 mile an hour.
just enough to make that thing turn.
Let's get started.
Make her happen.
That net's in here, I believe. We better get that out. Besides storage, they're so nice, Eric.
Yeah, I know it.
I mean, everything's so accessible in these Alumacraft.
Now, one thing I want to show you guys on these spinners is you take the crawler. What you're going to do is you're going to go 3 rings down and go right straight across the nose so that it hangs straight. It doesn't do this kind of thing. It pulls straight and lets the spinner do the spinning.
On these rods, just using a Prodigy Cabela's reel. We're using an Icon by St. Croix. It's actually specific for this technique. In fact, we have bounce and troll on here. These are dialed in to exactly what we're doing, because what we're doing is using the bottom bouncer, keep that bait that really has no weight to it right on the bottom.
The best way to run them, what I'll do is, so that I'm holding the rod, I can just drop it back and touch it, and I'm bringing it forward and it's right there. So I'm just a little off the bottom. And a lot of times too, what happens is when you drop that rod tip back, it stalls the bait, it stalls the spinner will flutter, and if they're following it, they can hit it.
There we go. Boy, you pile drive that one too.
Need a net, boy?
I think I do. I think he's finally figured out that he's got something in his mouth. It's actually staying down.
Well, that's a good thing.
Oh.
Unfortunately, that's a nice fish. Are you kidding me?
Walleye though.
Yeah, we'll take that. We don't like to break anything off, so we'll take that and little net action.
Nice.
Good job. Anytime you come to a new body of water, it's always a challenge.
Got him?
Yep.
Size or no size?
No, just a little one, but it's always fun to dissect it and really try to dial in.
There we go. Spinner.
What the patterns are going to be.
Look how fat the thing is though.
They got bug hatch going on,
Yeah.
that's for sure. What the fish are going to be doing. That's a little better fish. Everything changes, and you have to really adapt with that, whether it's the colors of spinners, whether it's the approach. What I changed to was this. It's called slow death rig. Simple rig. You thread the crawler up onto the hook. Now what happens is you can see it's kind of curved. By having the curve on it, it makes the crawler roll. I sat back and did some research prior to getting up here.
There we go.
Nice.
Another one.
Found out that we probably were going to have a bouncer or crankbite, and first day out here, turns out we did have a bouncer bite. Excellent.
Well, they're getting bigger, I'll say that.
But we had to really dial it in.
That's a beauty. If we get a bunch like that, you guys will be smiling.
Not a bad start, but to quickly summarize day 2, small fish, another small fish, a few more small fish, and a big storm on the horizon that forced them off the lake.
Let's get out of here.
They never got back out until the following morning.
I love rough water so much.
It's gonna be a wet one.
Oh. Well, we're here. We made it. We're in one piece. Let's make this happen. Let's do it.
Fast forward to Bob Ramberg hooking a nice walleye.
Yeah, I think I may.
The cameraman's sudden seasickness,
Come on.
his quick recovery to continue filming,
Nice fish.
fish.
Oh, look at there.
his beautiful walleye,
That's a nice walleye, Bob.
and production coming to a halt once again afterwards.
I'm sorry, James, but
I tried not to laugh. Come on.
I was laughing because James was over here puking his guts out. I couldn't help it. I felt so bad. And the worst part was, he's sick right when the fish is coming.
After struggling to catch one last walleye, that third morning ended abruptly for Bob with an acute case of motion sickness that he just couldn't shake. Understandably, he was forced back to shore to regain his legs. And then there were two. You just be sure to stay with us for more bouncing around on Lake of the Woods, where when we come back, far out mudflat trophy walleyes are primed to go on the bite.
Oh, I got one here.
Okay, now back to Lake of the Woods, where Sjodin finally sets into a walleye with a lot more muscle.
Kind of looks like you hooked the bottom.
I think I need the net for this one. Look at that. There she goes.
Yeah, these mud flats, these big fish like this just roam and wander and talk about an opportunity to get a fish of a lifetime.
Oh my gosh, there she is.
That's looking like it right there.
Oh, get it in there.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Bam.
Woo! Look
I'll
at
hold the net, you get her out.
Of her.
Dude,
What do you think?
that
Is that a
rock.
30?
You think it's got any food going on in the belly on that?
I think they're eating
Beautiful
plenty
fish.
of forage in this lake. I love Lake of the Woods.
It's a beautiful thing.
Lake of the Woods is an incredible body of water. You can fish rocks, reefs, mud, which we fish. We fish mud pretty much the whole time because that's where the fish were just absolutely stacked up there.
Oh boy.
Oh, on the board.
Yeah,
Big?
on the board. Yeah. Oh yeah. In the summer, the fish head out to the mud. There's a lot of things that go on in the mud. There's bait out there. There's mayflies. There's a lot of hatches that go on. And in this case, they're in an expansive, monstrous mud flat.
Oh, yeah.
Location, location, location.
There was a lot of fish on that flat, but they weren't all active fish. It is incredible how many fish are down there. So you got to remember that you may be seeing a lot of arcs on your electronics, but you still got to find the fish that are biting. Ooh. Oh!
When you hook up with active fish, it's best to turn around on those active fish and you can get a couple more fish off that same pod or roaming pod of fish that's looking for bait.
Oh, there he is.
That
Not
works.
bad. It's a good one.
That works. Nice job, man.
So we'd come along, we'd find fish, boom, like a few minutes would go by, and we'd actually go above where we were catching those fish and make that drift again.
Because we're moving slow, we don't want that spinner to drop into the mud. You want to keep everything up above the mud. We're blowing up the crawler, gives it a little bit of size, but the big thing is it gives it some lift, even though the spinner's on the front and we're going slow. When you put it in the water, you'll see here, it keeps that whole setup slightly higher and up off the bottom.
It doesn't get much better than this, Eric.
No, you know, and the screen is just loaded with fish. I mean, it's awesome.
Look at the pod down there.
I know, it's
Got one?
yeah, you could say that. You look at that rod.
Need a net? Maybe?
How about no way around it? Oh man, is this awesome.
Look at the head pump.
That's just nice head shake. Look at that.
Staying down.
Just staying.
It's a good sign.
Bulldogging me. Lake of the Woods at its finest right here. Man. Oh!
Oh, look at that.
Oh, take her! Take her! Yes, baby, that is the deal, Neil. Look at that. Woo! Actually, I'm gonna have to use the pliers. You know, one of the fun things about this is it's simple tackle. It's not complicated. A bouncer and a spinner, and you can get fish like that. What a beautiful fish.
That's a Lake of the Woods walleye.
Prime walleye, beautiful fish.
That is a dandy. It's the nice thing about Lake of the Woods.
Oh, she's ready to go too.
You can catch trophy walleyes, you can catch eaters all day. You just don't know what's at the end of your line.
She's getting ready.
There she goes. Nice.
That's what I'm
Nice.
talking about. That is just awesome. Whew. It never gets old. Well, the wind seems to be a little stronger than it was when we took off, and we're in and among the fish, so that's a good thing.
That can be a good thing when that changes that way.
I think it might be a good thing.
Oh!
There we go. Amazing, you mark them on the screen, you're like, they're definitely fish here, and the next thing you know, bam.
So you just got some pull there, Eric.
Yeah, definitely, wow. You know, I changed up the spinner a little bit and put a floater on it. We're moving a little slower speed, so it keeps it up off the bottom. And, oh, that's a nice fish. No question, that's a nice fish, buddy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah!
That works. Beautiful fish. And they fight. I mean, for a fish this size to fight like that, it's awesome. And it never gets any better. Bottom bouncers, spinners, Lake of the Woods, and marking the fish that you're going after and then be able to catch them is nothing like it. Beautiful. Let's get her back in the water.
Good job, buddy. You switched to a little bit of floater, you said?
Yep.
With what color blade?
Gold blade.
Gold blade. There she goes. It's amazing that gold is just, doesn't matter where you go. Walleyes love that gold and that hammered gold. Oof. This one's got some power. Boy, I love these rods too. This rod tip, you can feel every pump of that blade. You can feel every bite.
I just missed one. Oh, I think yours ran into my line, so we're good.
He's I might need a net on this one there.
Yeah, I think you're gonna, and I'm gonna let mine just kind of hang. Whoa! What in the world?
He's getting bigger as he gets closer too, I think. This is a better fish. Oh yeah, I see him. That is a nice fish. Nice. I love that.
Doesn't get any better, does it?
No.
Just a little change up here and there, and
Look at that.
nothing wrong with that.
Look at that, Ole. That is a nice fish. My favorite fish to fish for.
Let's grab this one. Ty, I think we hit the right spot.
I think they're picking up.
I think we made the right changes. I'll tell you what, Ty. I really do. Boy, these just dog you. I love it.
Got a bit of a fire there. You got a, oh yeah, nice fish. Look at that. Oh,
Nice.
another one. You know, the two colors seem to be gold and that reddish orange color with a bigger blade.
Yep, bigger blade. So we've got it dialed. Things are starting to really click right now, one after another, literally. And the screen is just loaded with fish, so we're dialed.
The bigger ones are coming.
Coming in.
Nice. The fishing this week has been is pretty darn good. This is a bigger fish. I mean, he's staying down, down, down. This is the place to come for walleyes, whether it's you're coming up here for a shore lunch or the possibility of getting a trophy. This is the reason I love Lake of the Woods, because you just don't know what you're going to hook into out here. Oh, there
it is. Nice
There
fish.
she is.
Beautiful fish.
There she is. Whoa!
There we go.
There we go.
That's what we like.
On this body of water, you can catch this size all day just because of the quality of the fishery. We were able to get on some big fish out here. Oh, oh, oh. Oh! If you're looking for the opportunity to catch a 10-pounder, this is the place to come. The nice thing about these rods, they're so sensitive, you can feel every bite. I didn't have to feel much on that one, she stroked it. If you've never experienced that before, you need to come up here, because this is one of the best places to find that opportunity and experience it. Oh my gosh.
We have a
Get
battleship.
that net! Whoa! Nice. Look at that!
That is awesome, man.
Oh my
Come on.
gosh!
There you go.
What a pig! Look at that!
Dude,
Eric,
is
that's a
absolutely
giant.
awesome.
Oh my gosh! That thing, I thought the one yesterday was big. I think I got it beat.
That's a nice fish, man. That is a nice fish.
Look at that. Shaking again.
I know.
It's amazing what a trophy-sized walleye will do to a person. It'll just get your adrenaline going, but I had a great week here on Lake of the Woods. The fishing was outstanding. We got 3 fish over 28, biggest one being 30. You can't beat that.
Well, you know, the other thing that's important too is the techniques we're doing. Anybody at home can do it. It's a bottom bouncer, it's a spinner, it's a simple rig. Put your lines out, drift on the mud bottom, and you can catch fish just like that.
Ooh, there she goes.
Nice job, man.
Now that is a fish to end it on, right?
That's the way to go. What a,
Oh
what a
my
great
gosh.
deal. What a great week.
Okay, to wrap things up, there were really two main goals that I had for all of you to take away from today's show up at Lake of the Woods. First was to point out a very simple technique that anyone can use to catch more walleyes wherever they fish. And Eric and Ty did a fantastic job presenting the intricacies of bottom bouncers and spinner rigs. Basically, they easily get your crawler down to the bottom and provide a presentation that really entices active walleyes to strike. Vibration, color, speed, boat control, and using electronics effectively to find and stay over the fish are key. And as you've seen, the end result can be amazing. Secondly, I just wanted to share one place and one body of water where any of you can go to really catch a lot of walleyes. Not only in good numbers, but definitely trophies too. And family-owned Arneson's Rocky Point Resort is it, the perfect place to stay, hire a guide, or go out on your own. You can expect the same phenomenal fishing, great food, comfortable cabins, and a gigantic dose of hospitality at a very reasonable rate. So I urge you to take advantage and get a hold of Arneson's Rocky Point Resort and start making your plans today. Bouncing around for walleyes. That's the title of today's angling adventure. In my mind, it truly does encapsulate what big water walleye fishing with bottom bouncers and spinners is like on Lake of the Woods. When the wind blows, the waves get rolling, and you're way out from shore, some bobbing and bouncing around does become part of the equation. But I'm sure we can all agree that the payoff we've seen is always well worth any amount of that. I'm Babe Winkelman. Thanks for watching, and until next time, everybody, hey, good fishing.